Okay, I have 3 windows in my room, and I want some cross flow ventilation, but more likely, I want the mosquitoes not to enter my room and different types of bugs. And there still is malaria in Mexico and Guatemala. But this window, I'm going to put a screen on. I can't put a screen on this window. I could, but there's no point in it because I never leave it open because I can just open my door, and so it's a security problem, right? But I will show you all the ways to, well, I'm going to show you how I use mosquito netting to make a screen on my windows. This is a problem in almost every country on the planet, especially in the tropics where there's more malaria, or paludisme in French. Okay, so I got to cut a piece of this netting just the same size as this hole. So there's many ways to do that, right? Okay, I took those scissors and cut a piece that's just, I marked it with a kind of a magic marker in a way, and made it halfway across the joint there. So it's going to be halfway. Then I took 5 little pieces of plastic and already pre-cut them, so I can basically just put this up there and not have to play with the tape when I'm trying to install it. So, okay, so now I've got a little piece of tape here, a little piece of tape over here, so all 4 corners I have it. Now I'm going to take the roll and put it all the way down and all the way across. These little mosquitoes and bugs are really clever, right? Okay, now I can leave the window open, and I can have cross flow ventilation in my room, which would make things dry and be a lot more comfortable. It's all about comfort in a way. You got to get the right percentage of moisture in the air and no mosquitoes. But when I get the window in the bathroom done, I'm going to spray down the whole room, and then I'll put something under the door to block the mosquitoes from coming in under the door. But I'll spray down the whole room with insecticide around the edges, not on the bed or anything in the air really, but all kind of the edges in a way. Okay, so I used a piece of poster board to mark as a straight edge, and then I marked it with a black magic marker. It's not a marker, it's kind of a pen, right? Okay, so I cut a piece for the bathroom right here, and I'm going to make 4 little pieces of boxing tape ready to go. Then I'm going to put it up there. Okay, so I was glad I cut 6 little pieces because I could stretch it out, and this is a little bit more complicated. I'll have to tape it a little bit different too. Now I'm going to tape, I got 6 places, all 4 corners, and in the middle, a piece of tape holding it. Now I'm going to take the roll and put it across the sink. Okay, now I have 2 windows, one on each end of the room, and I can leave them open all night long because the light will attract the insects, right? They're flying for the moon, and I don't want them to come in the room. So this is extremely common. I don't know if it even matters how much you pay for a room sometimes. But if you have a mosquito net in your room, that means the hotel is really in bad shape. Okay, now I will need to come back in a couple days, 2 or 3 days, and put some more tape on there to seal it up again and get the areas where it's pulled away and stretched and all sorts of stuff. But you can't touch this because it's not like a screen that you'd have on a house where it's tacked down. Okay, so there's almost always a space under the door, and I'm going to roll up like something like a snake and push it up against the bottom of the door. It's really good if I can have a little bag. I've actually made them where they're long tubes, and you fill them up with sand, and it just goes up there like a bean bag. There is malaria, both in Guatemala and Mexico. So don't think that you're dengue fever too. So there's different. I consider the mosquito the most dangerous animal.